Imagine going from millionaire forex trader to having your bank accounts frozen and wiped out just like that. Well, today you don't have to imagine anymore. We'll talk about Rydall Nkuna, also known as Ghatti, who is a self-proclaimed forex millionaire who recently got hit by one of the biggest financial power moves by the South African Reserve Bank we have ever seen. What went wrong? And how did he lose over 406,000 rand? Let's break it down.
FBI, open up! We told you, Ghatti, let's download dollars. You thought we were joking. Listen to this.
For those who don't know, Rydall Nkuna, also known as Ghatti, made a name for himself as a forex trading guru. He was the guy flashing Rolex watches, showing off bank alerts, and telling people they could get rich overnight. His Instagram? Full of private jets, fast cars, and luxury vacations. He was living the dream. But then, it all started falling apart. In front of us is a notice and order of forfeiture, and it is directed straight to Mr. Rydall Nkuna. Now, by the ID number, we already know that this is Ghatti. As we scroll down, you can see here is number 1, and this is basically just a rundown of the powers that is vested in the Deputy Governor of the South African Reserve Bank, and that just lets you know what allows him to take the following steps. So number 2, by virtue of the functions, powers, and duties vested in me in my capacity as the Deputy Governor of the South African Reserve Bank, in terms of the delegation and assignment of the functions, powers, and duties referred to in one above, I hereby give notice of a decision to forfeit to the state the following money, and I hereby declare and order forfeit to the state the following money, namely 2.1, the amount 406,174 rand and 87 cents, being capital standing to the credit of the respondent, Mr. Rydall Nkuna, aka Ghatti, in account number held with Bidvest Bank Limited, together with any interest thereon and or other accrual thereto. The date upon which the money specified in 2 above is hereby forfeited to the state is the date upon which this notice of forfeiture is published in this gazette. So this gazette is publicly available. This is how I got to this, and here they are basically saying that the date that this thing got published, which is the 27th of October 2023, that is when they will seize this one's kroon. Keep in mind, if you go on his timeline on Instagram, you will see that around this time his posts started dwindling down. It went from a lot of posts per day to few selected ones that would obviously gain the people's attention and bring them forward so that they could be scammed by another robot of his. Number 4, the money specified in 2 above shall be disposed of by deposit thereof to the National Revenue Fund. This notice also constitutes a written order as contemplated in Regulation 22B of the Exchange Control Regulations, in terms of which the money specified in 2 above is hereby forfeited to the state. So then obviously there's the signature, the date, and it was released out by Fundi Chazibana, the Deputy Governor of the Prudential Cluster, South African Reserve Bank. Now this is obviously a whole lot of legal mumbo jumbo, and we need to break it down into a way that you guys can understand it. So let me break it down for you. In order for me to break this down, I think I need to start by the questions, which is why? What happened? Did Ghatti break the law? Let me go through it one by one so that you can understand why this happened. Okay, so in South Africa, there are super strict rules about moving money in and out of the country. These rules, called exchange controlled regulations, are meant to stop illegal money activities like money laundering or hiding cash overseas. Now, the government has a special rule called Regulation 22B. This rule lets them take money from accounts if they think it was involved in illegal forex trading, money smuggling, or other suspicious activities. And that's exactly what happened to Rulani Nkuna, aka John Ghatti. The Reserve Bank stepped in and said, "We are taking this money." And just like that, his account was empty. So here's where things gets really interesting. Rulani Nkuna claimed to be a self-made millionaire from forex trading. But as many of his followers have pointed out, his actual trading skills were questionable. Was he making real money, or was he just running a get-rich-quick scheme? We've seen cases before where so-called forex millionaires weren't really making money from trading, but from selling courses, mentorships, and signal groups to desperate people trying to get rich fast. In John Ghatti's case, it's selling robots, many robots, to a lot of people to enrich himself. Because let's be real, so far we haven't heard a single client of his giving a good review of his robots. So when the Reserve Bank came knocking, they weren't buying into the forex guru hype. They made their move and took his money. So what's the next move for Rulani Nkuna, you might ask? Well, as of today, he hasn't said much about this money. He hasn't even acknowledged it publicly. He's been trying to keep it under wraps. Well, that is up until now. And he could fight it in court, but I mean, going up against the South African Reserve Bank, they will make him more broke before he can get his scab to feed his next generation. That's a losing battle by miles. And here's the kicker, something I've been telling you guys for the longest of time. When you make money in an illegal fashion and you move money in shady ways, the government will find out about it. And the government is not like Rydall Ficks. The government don't release YouTube videos. The government comes to take what they believe is involved in illegal money activities, which could be fraud or money laundering. Whether it's forex trading itself, selling services, selling robots, the government will find out about it. And once the authorities get involved, it's chai for you, my brother. At the end of the day, this is a huge warning to anyone that thinks that they can beat the system. Rulani Nkuna went from one of the most flashiest forex traders to having his account wiped clean. Let that sink in for a moment. And to be frank, the government doesn't care how rich, influential, or famous you are. If you break the money rules, they will most definitely come for you. But what do you think? Was Rulani Nkuna just unlucky, or was he really running a get-rich-quick /Ponzi scheme? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button and subscribe for more crazy finance stories. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Hey guys, if you're looking for a broker that's as user-friendly as it gets, I got the perfect recommendation. IFX Brokers. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, their intuitive platform makes trading super easy, and their customer support team is always there to help. But it's not just about ease of use. IFX Brokers is fully regulated, so you can trust them with your deposits. And if you're wondering about getting your funds out, don't worry. Their withdrawal process is quick and hassle-free. No long waiting periods. Check out IFX Brokers today and make your trading experience smooth and secure.